Hello children, in the series of idioms of daily use, today I will tell you some very important idioms which can make your daily conversation and your writing skills. This is a very important topic these days for the students. So you can make your writing very much effective. At the same time, you can make your conversation also very much effective when you use such kind of idioms daily. Okay, so I start with this idiom. You can see here, for good. For good, it looks like you are talking about somebody's goodness, but it is not the meaning, children. For good means forever. Okay, forever means like the things that you like to leave or that you like to accept forever. So there we can use this phrase, this idiom, for good. Like uh, somebody has poor habit or some addiction to some evil thing, and there like he wants to leave it, so he can say, or you can say, he has given up smoking for good. He has given up smoking for good. For good means forever. Okay, like they have stopped cheating people for good. Okay, he has stopped cheating in the examination for good means forever. Okay, I hope you understood this meaning very well. Moving to the next one, by hook or crook. See, by hook or crook, hook or crook. See, crook, cheating, hook, here you can say it's by some kind of power. But here, by hook and crook, when we use this particular idiom, it means by any means. Any means, the means may be fair, the means may be foul, the means may be good, the methods may be good, the methods may be poor, the methods may be somewhat like evils. So anything, like for anything or with the help of anything, it is good or bad. You want to achieve something, so there we can use by hook or crook. Like I want to achieve this success by hook or crook. I want to achieve my dream by hook or crook. Means you, when you don't bother about like whether your methods, these will be good, these will be liked or not liked, these will be good or bad. When you don't care for such thing, so there we can use this idiom by hook or crook. Like somebody is not able to pass some kind of test, so there after so much irritation, he may make some kind of decision like, by hook or crook, I will pass this examination this time. Okay, next, to carry the day. Carry, you are not to carry the day cannot be carried. Okay, so here it means to win. When you become victorious somewhere, when you are able to win something, when you are able to win some kind of trophy, so there, normally we say, I have won this trophy or I have won this kind of thing. Because so there you instead of using such kind of thing, you can say like in yesterday's match, I carried the day. In yesterday's match, I carried the day means I won. Clear? Like India carried the day against Australia. Okay, so there was a match between India and Australia. So there, for the victorious team, we can say like India carried the day in the match against Australia. So this is very much important, children. Now next one is also it's quite popular. This is quite popular idiom. Chicken hearted. Chicken hearted means cowardly person, timid person, who is weak at heart. Okay, for the people who are weak at heart, who cannot take challenges like bravely, who cannot face the challenges bravely, okay, who always tries to escape from the situation. Okay, so there for those people we can say chicken hearted, like my brother is a chicken hearted person. Okay, like chicken like army is not meant for chicken hearted people. Okay, we do not require chicken hearted people for this adventurous journey. Okay, so such kind of examples we can use for chicken hearted this kind of phrase, this kind of idiom. Next one is to cut a sorry figure. See, to cut a sorry figure, children, this is very very important. To cut a sorry figure means to create bad impression. Okay, like whatever you do, it leaves impression on others. So sometimes it is good impression, sometimes it is sometimes it is bad impression. So instead of saying that I have created bad impression there, so you should not use such kind of phrases. You can use like cut a sorry figure, like by my performance in the test, I cut a sorry figure. Okay, in front of the teacher, okay, or among the teachers, or he cuts a sorry figure daily by his poor performance in the test. Okay, India cuts a sorry figure in the initial matches in World Cup cricket tournament. Okay, so all these examples, these are for this kind of idiom, like to cut a sorry figure when you are not willing to impress others. So instead of saying that I have left a bad impression, so you can say I have cut a sorry figure in front of my boss. Okay, next is dark horse. Children, this is very very important, very very important. Dark horse, from the words it seems that we are talking about some evil person. We are talking about the horse which has dark color, but it is not so. Dark horse means unexpected winner, means it is about uh, that person, it is about that team, sometimes about whom we never feel that they may be in a victorious situation, they may be near victory. Okay, means there is a student, suppose there is a student in the class who has not fared well in the examinations for the whole year, but in the board examination he is amongst, or he is the topper, so what do we say about him? That boy proved himself a dark horse ultimately. Okay, or you can take in the terms of race as well. Suppose there is a race going on of horses, so where people are not expecting that kind of horse can be victorious. Suppose that unexpected horse becomes victorious, so that is about that kind of situation. Okay, so it is about a person, a team who seems to be lagging behind somewhere, or who can say seems to be not performing well, or about him like expectations are not high, but when that thing proves to be some kind of like unexpected thing, so there we can say dark horse. Clear? Like I told you, suppose there is a student, there is a team who has not fared well, okay, in the whole tournament, but ultimately that particular team seems to be victorious. That particular situation where a poor student seems to be victorious ultimately. Okay, so there we can use this idiom dark horse. Okay, a dark horse. Okay, children, I hope you will continue using such kind of examples, such kind of idioms to make your conversation, your speaking, like your speaking skills and your writing skills very much fluent, very much important, very much effective, and it certainly gives a kind of magic to your speaking skills as well as your writing skills. Okay, so hopefully you will make use of such important idioms, and I'll be coming with another set of important idioms quite early. So till then, keep watching and keep learning, and keep enriching your language. Thank you.